everyone, welcome to another training section on H Fashion Up. During the last class, I taught you guys on how to cut a simple blazer with a short sleeve. So if you have any question based on the previous class, be it on the cutting aspect or the sewing aspect, you can drop the question on the comment section. So I welcome you to another episode today on where I'm going to teach you guys on how to cut a simple office skirt with side pockets. So if you are new to our channel, kindly like and subscribe. Here is the cutting aspect. So I'm making use of this paper for my cutting. So now you can see I've already folded it into two, but for the cutting of my skirt I have to fold again so that it's going to be into four places. So this is for the folding aspect. So I'll start with the measurements of my waist. So my waist is 28 divided by 4 plus 2. So I'm making use of 9 inches. So this is the line. Then I'll measure. Then before I continue with it, I have to know for the length of my skirt. So my skirt length is 25. But due to the band that is going to present at the top, I'm making use of 2.5 inches for my band. So moving 2.5 inches from your band is going to remain 22.5. So I'll make use of 22.5. With the sewing allowance, I'm going to add 1 inch to it, so it will now be 23.5. So this is for the 23.5 at the down part. Then I'll go for the waist measurement. So my waist is 28 divided by 2 plus 7, that is 9. So from here now, I've already checked for my waist. I have to go down by 8 inches to know my hips measurement. So my hips I'm making use of 30, that is 30 divided by 2, that is plus 30 divided by 4 plus 2, that is 9.5. So this is for the 9.5 here. So then I'll go down a little bit because I want it to have a shape. So for this side I'm taking 9 inches. So I'm going to connect the lines together. Then I'm going to cut it out. So after the cutting, this is how it's going to look like. So for the band at the top, I'm going to use another paper to cut for the wideness. So I'm making use of 2.5 for the band. So I'm going to take another paper to draw for the 2.5. I said I'm making use of 2.5, but I want to make it double fold. So I want to make use of, instead of 2.5, then I'm making use of 5 inches for my sewing plus sewing allowance. So I'm making use of 6 inches for my sewing. So this is for the 6 inches. So you have to trim it for it to be straight. Then after that, I'll have to fold like this. You can see this is how my folding will look like. Then after the folding, so I might decide to start from this side, my sewing from here, from it's my 1/2 inch sewing. So I've sewed it round. But before attachment of this band, put it in mind that if I already sew for this side all through, you sew for the side, but you can remain like 1/2 inches here so that you can be able to attach the band to the length of the skirt. So after the attachment, so this is how it's going to look like. You can see you have to cut for double of the waist plus 1 inches. That your waist is 28, so you have to be 28 plus sewing, that is 29. So because I'm using a paper for the illustration, that's I can only cut for one band, so that I'll be able to make it as an example for what I'm trying to explain. Then after that, I told you that is a kind of skirt that have a pocket at the front. So for the pocket aspect, notice after the band. So for us to be able to know the beginning and the end of the pocket, just have to come down here by 1/2 inches. Then you have to measure for the length of your pocket. So I'm making use of 8 inches for the length of my pocket. Then this is the center of the skirt. You can see that's already been folded. Then from the center of the skirt, sorry, so I'm going to leave 2 inches from the center of the skirt here. So for me to be able to know where to attach my pocket, I have to draw a line like this. So So I'm making use of it also goes the same place at the other hand here. So now I've already know that the length of my pocket, I'm making use of 7.5 inches. Then the wideness of my pocket, now we've already joined this side, so I'm making use of 6.5 inches for the wideness of my pocket. If you want to draw, we have to bring a paper like this. Firstly, you have to measure for the wideness that you want. I said I'm making use of 6.5 wideness, but due to the sewing allowance and all this, so I'm adding 2 inches to the wideness. Then for the length of the pocket, so I said I'm making use of 7.5 inches. So this for my 7.5 inches. And with the sewing allowance, I want to make sewing allowance of 2.5 inches. So I'm going to cut out something. So I'm done cutting out. The next thing, you just have to remove your front from your back. You have to remove your front from your back. Just attach your pockets here. So you have to fold like this before the attachment, because it's an outside pocket. Fold like this. Then this place also, you have a fold like this. So I fold like this. So you can as well sew this with the inside of the skirt. So for the openness of the skirt, for the openness of the pocket, because if you check this skirt I'm cutting, you can see that it have a stain. So you have to come up by 5 inches. You can see my 5 inches here. So on this 5 inches line, we are going to make a little hole for the pocket, and so you have to measure, you have to be of the same. Yeah. So you can see this is how it's going to look like for the pocket. So on this pocket side, we are going to have a cover, the one that is going to help us to close, to hide the stuff. So in that case, you just have to pick another straight paper like this and cut for 3 inches wideness. This is for the 3 inches. So this is our wideness. Then we'll check for the wideness of the mouth. So this is 5 inches. So if you want to cut, you have to extend more than 5 inches here. So we have to cut like 8 inches or 9 inches. It depends on how wide you want the closeness to be. And after then, before attaching, we have to fold this side on the sewing machine. You have to fold. After folding, just have to lace it like this on top. Have to lace it like this on top. So you have to sew for this side and sew this side and leave this side in particular. Then for this side, you have already sew it on sewing machine also before attaching it to the pocket. Then this side you have already attached to it also, so you just have to sew it like this. You can see, but this side you are not going to sew all through, just have to sew the edge. You have to sew the, after the sewing, you just have to attach it to the skirt like this, so it will look exactly like something like this after the attachment of it. Then after, then you can now place it. The pocket is available on the two sides, but due to the illustration I can, because it is the same pocket, I only make one illustration, because but we are still making use of the same cutting. So this is how it's going to look like. This place has already been tacked down with it. So this place also will have been tacked down with the use of the sewing machine. So after the completion of the pocket, the side pocket to the skirt, then you can now sew for this side and sew for the other side. That is after the pocket. Then after, so you can now attach your at the top of the skirt, your band. So this is how it's going to look like for the cutting and sewing. Then I have to come to the hem of the skirt also, and I have to sew the hem of the skirt depending on the inches that you want to sew alongside with it. We've come to the end of today's class, where I was able to give an illustration on how to cut a simple office skirt with side pockets. So if you are new to our channel, kindly like and subscribe. And here is an opportunity for people that want to learn fashion designing. Also at Age Fashion Hub, we are offering free fashion training. So if you, be it physical or online. So if you want to join, you can check the link below. And this opportunity won't be possible without the help of our partners, Women We Free From. Thank you very much. See you next time, next class. Bye bye.